In reality, there are already 6. But until now, GenPath book has not yet parang recognize the other new 2 types. So let's stick with 4 types. Okay, basig mag-conflict ko sa lecture nyo sa GenPath. Anyways, let me introduce the topic by starting with this slide. You are aware that the immune system is there to provide what? Immunity. If you have 1 bacterium, that 1 bacterium should be dealt by 1 neutrophil. Do you agree? But there are times that the immune system will fail in producing an immune response. We call it immunodeficiency. So pasabot, kung diri na level, isa ka bacterium, isa ka neutrophil, kung walay response, naa ka dito na level, that's immunodeficiency. But I want everybody to understand, there's that other end of the spectrum. Ang isa ka bacterium, nagpadala kag 5 ka neutrophil, and that's an exaggeration. And that is now what we call hypersensitivity. Now, in the book, hypersensitivity is described as exaggerated. But some hypersensitive reactions are not actually exaggerated. They are just what? Inappropriate. And when do you say that the immune response is inappropriate? It will involve what? Tissue damage. Let's say, for example, you created an immune response and the problem is this immune response led to organ failure, then that can be considered as hypersensitivity. Ngayon, there are 4 types of hypersensitivity reactions. They are named type 1, 2, 3, and 4. But the problem is they have common names which I will require you to memorize. But as we go along with the lecture, all of these other names will eventually make sense. Sige, are you aware that all the allergies that you know, allergies to peanut, asthma, allergic rhinitis, allergic cook, shell, allergic cook, ingana, they just all belong to type 1. So, ibig sabihin, the common allergies you know are only grouped as type 1. So, there are other hypersensitivity reactions. Let's have a general introduction muna. The first 3 types have antibodies involved. So, you have to really memorize that one. They have antibodies involved. When they do, the reactions are a little faster. So, take note 1, 2, 3, antibodies are involved, reactions are a little faster. There are no antibodies involved in type 4. So what does it mean? You have to recruit cell mediators. And when you recruit them, it takes time. So that's why the reaction is said to be what? Delayed. And take note, cell mediated kay wala antibody. So this one alone will give an idea, type 4 is delayed hypersensitivity or what? Cell mediated. Gets na? Okay. Everyone, let's stick with type 1. And I will not discuss type 1 thoroughly, kaya nahuman nataan ni sa introduction nato sa immunology. Sige David, type 1 common allergies. What antibody should come into your mind? IgE. So therefore, we have already answered one of the possible questions in the exam. Antibody mediator, IgE. Gets na? And take note, the antigen involved in common allergies that you know is actually soluble. So syempre naman yung mga follow-up question. Dili man soluble ang peanut, gahi-gani. Dili man soluble ang panit sa manok. Ginagisi pa gani nga ako, gamit ang ipon ako. It's not actually the peanut. It's not actually the balat of the chicken. It's the chemical within them. So it's still what? Soluble. Gets? Kaya, once we produce IgE, where do we display them? Come on, answer me. More nahurot nito padala ng energy niya. Mast cells and basophil. So therefore, you now have an answer on the cellular mediator of type 1. Sige, and what is the main content of the granules of this cell? Histamine. So you now have an answer on the cellular mediator. Gets na? Okay, sige. Everyone, let's go with the pathophysiology. Kaya nga no, we will have SGD next week. We will have our very first SGD. And I want you to recall your experience in histology. You don't get to choose what question will be thrown at you. Oh, so it can be pathophysio, it can be possible diagnosis, it can be salient features. So you really have to practice. So everyone, this is my first exposure to dust particle. So the dust will be sampled by macrophage or dendritic cell. Tama ba? Okay. What will trigger the dendritic cell to produce, unsa gani dapat ang i-produce niya para may differentiation to T helper to interleukin 4? Sige daw, Vic. What do these allergens, what's the mechanism behind that this macrophage will decide to produce interleukin 4? Epithelial cells, when they're exposed to allergen, released, dapat hindi pagbawas na ako doon sa exam. Huy! Diba? This one can either release interleukin 4, pwede po siya mag-interleukin 12. Tama ba? Pero what will make that macrophage decide na I should go for interleukin 4 kay allergen man ni siya? Ala. Clue, interleukin 35. Alarmins, na you've forgotten the word alarmins. Kana ang dapo na i-question day sa SGD. I-edit na akong PPT later. Butangan akong alarmin ang 2B. Tama. Kaya warning nga naman mo, na-alarm naman mo. Sige Dabi, what are those 3 alarmins Dabi? TSLP, IL-35, i-review para mo dala. Sige daw, be. Alarmins will be sensed by what? Macrophage. Macrophage in return will produce what? Interleukin 4, which will cause the naive T cell to differentiate into what? T helper 2. Can you recall the flow of the discussion? Sige daw, be. For that T helper 2 will to make that B cell differentiate into IgE producing plasma cell. What interleukin is produced? Interleukin. Hala, sure Jude mo? Section A ni ha? For the past 3 weeks, you have been doing good in our EBAs. And your pathopreceptors also said the same comment. They are impressed with your performance in GenPath. So how ka murag luya man mo karon? Ay, nakurot na sa 3 weeks. Murag naalay, na-exhaust na tanan. Pero promise, we are always impressed with your performance. Although, there is still room for improvement. Pero to start microbio with these good scores, murag, you deserve the praise and the compliment. Totoo! Bala mo Sige na. That should boost your morale. Sige na, Wala ka, nakalimutan siya. T helper 2 to make B cell become IgE producing plasma cell. Ano sa'yo produce? Interleukin 4. With that synergistic effect with interleukin 30. Bahala ba? Sige daw. And the B cell will become plasma. Plasma will produce what? IgE. And IgE gets to be displayed on the surface of what? Mast cell. Everyone, you call the entire thing, this one up to the display of IgE, you call that sensitization. Please do not forget this one This is the first stage that occurs when you're exposed to your allergen. Ngayon, sige daw be, can you please apply what you've learned? The first time you expose yourself to your allergen, you just simply display what? IgE. And what do you call this phase again? Sensitization phase. Kaya gina-question na siya sa SGD. Kung kani ang SGD ma-assign sa inyo, ha? And then, there will come a time that cross-linking will happen. Tama ba? And cross-linking will cause the release of what? Histamine. So that is now the second phase. Sige daw, can you please tell me or guess what's the second phase? If first phase is sensitization, second phase is letter A. Anaphylaxis is an example. Wala lang, activation phase, yun lang yun. Kaya na-activate naman siya. Activation or what? Effector phase. So ang keywords, display of IgE on mast cell, sensitization. Cross-linking, activation. Release of histamine, activation. Tama? Wala problema ha? Sige, very good. Everyone, let's review. Once you're exposed to pollen triggers the epithelial cells to release alarmins. O wala na sa PPT lang mo sa SGD ha? So, ibig sabihin, the preceptors may or may not know about the alarmin. So, surprise them. Do you know the alarmins? Let's look into their eyes. Kapalukan niyo siya. Ano nyo i-assess niyo? Wala kapalo sa kapim. Okay, pagulang mo na ng mga concept ang alarmins. Ang nagatutulog immunology ang idea na. So, surprise them, Sabot na ba? Sige. And then the alarmins will cause the macrophage, the antigen-presenting cell, to produce what? Interleukin 4, causing the naive T cell to become what? T helper 2. Tama ba? Okay. Tapos this one will produce also interleukin 4 with a little help of what? Interleukin 13 to cause the B cell to become IgE producing plasma cell. Do you agree? Okay. And then you'll have IgEs and then they will be displayed on the mast cell. From here to here is what? Yan sensitization phase. But can you all please appreciate other interleukins mentioned in the PPT, in the picture? You have interleukin 5, interleukin 3, interleukin 13. Sige, based on the picture, can you please tell me, usa gani ang mutabang sa interleukin 4 to make B cell become IgE producing. 13 yapon, no? So there should be another arrow here. But there's another arrow pointing to interleukin 13. Where is it going? Padulong siya sa epithelium, no? And it has something to do with producing increased mucus. So what cell could it be acting on? Goblet cell. And it causes the goblet cell to become to undergo hyperplasia. Ngano? If there is a parasite here, parasite can be trapped by mucus. Tama ba? Okay, so what can cause goblet hyperplasia? Interleukin 13. Okay, very good. Let's focus on 3 and 5. 3 and 5. 5 is what is the fifth letter of the alphabet? E. Because this is an eosinophil chemotactic factor. It makes the bone marrow prioritize producing what? Eosinophil. So, doon saan ng 3? Sige daw, be. Let's review what you've learned from me. Hematopoietic stem cells, when you want them to commit to the lymphoid, you expose them to dapat nga na dyan yung mga question ako. If you want the hematopoietic stem cell to commit to lymphoid and not to myeloid, 7. Tama ba? But if you want them to go to myeloid lineage, 3. And where do eosinophils arise from? Myeloid. So if you want to increase the eosinophil, you make first the hematopoietic stem cell commit to myeloid. So you start with interleukin 3. And to make that myeloid lineage cell to become eosinophil, expose it to interleukin 5. That settles it. Uy. Okay, sige daw, be. What is produced by the antigen-presenting cell to cause the naive T cell to become T helper 2? Interleukin 4. What is responsible for transforming the B cell to IgE producing plasma cell? Interleukin 4. Tama ba? Do you agree? Okay. What recruits eosinophil from the bone marrow? Interleukin 5. With the help of what? Interleukin 1? 3. Goblet hyperplasia, 13. Batay na mo ha, explain na ako tanan na. So, surprise your receptors. Hematopoietic stem cell, you want them to commit to lymphoid? Saman, 7. But if you want to commit myeloid, 3. If you want this one to particularly commit to eosinophil, 5. Ayun na. Sige, let's talk about the activation phase. You have the term what? Cross-linking. Can you please change this one? This should be activation na, not sensitization. Sige daw, let's review your pharma or physio. Once cross-linking will happen, what channels will open? Calcium. Calcium. So calcium channels enter the cell. And you have learned from your teacher sa physio. Calcium will cause synaptic vesicles to fuse with the membrane. Tama? Sige, everybody, can you all please appreciate the synaptic vesicles inside? What preformed mediators are found inside histamine? Histamine. So if you have an influx of calcium, these vesicles will fuse with the membrane and release what? Histamine. But these calcium channels will not open unless there is what? Cross-linking. Kaya, you will learn from pharma, there are calcium receptor stabilizing drugs which are used to treat asthma. Ngano? You don't want calcium to enter the mast cell to not release the histamine. Oh, but you'll have that in your pharma, not in micro. Okay, calcium surge cause cytoplasmic vesicles to fuse with the cell membrane, causing release of what? Uy, histamine. Okay, very good. Sige, so daw, nag-cross-link, nag-open ang calcium channel, nag-fuse ang synaptic vesicle, releasing what? Histamine. Okay, problema ha, kasabot na mo na. This should be activation. Okay, what's the first mediator that I've been repeatedly mentioning? Histamine. So they bind to histamine receptor, causing what? Smooth muscle contraction in the airway, narrowing the passage of the airway, causing what? Bronchoconstriction. Ang main concern na to, especially if the histamine is released in large amount, is that they can cause massive vasodilation. And what's the consequence? Low blood pressure. And if every organ in the body does not receive enough blood supply, you call it letter S, shock. Okay. And then worsened by leakage of fluid. Nag-dilate na nga, mag-leak pa dyan, mamatay dyan ang pasyente. And the reason why we keep on clearing our nose is that because histamine can cause increased mucus secretion. So memorize all of this ha. Sige, let's apply what you've learned so far. Smooth muscles in the airway will contract, causing what? Bronchoconstriction. Smooth muscles in the blood vessel will relax, causing vasodilation. So baliktad. And there's increased vascular permeability. Okay, answer my question based from this picture. Why some patients with allergic attacks will develop diarrhea? because histamine can cause increased peristalsis, impairing now digestion. Tama? Very good. Why some patients with allergic attacks will develop epigastric pain? Increased parietal cell activation releasing what? Hydrochloric acid. Galing, I'm so proud. Sige daw, explain this one. What do you call the skin lesion that develops when you have type 1 hypersensitivity? Hives, but there is that better term to refer to the hives. Urticarias. Nakapajoy better. 3 words. W-A-F. Will and what? Flare. When you say will, there's enlargement and flare means redness. Sige daw, ngano nag-enlarge? Vascular permeability. Vascular permeability, nilik ang fluid na, tama. Ngano nag-red? Vasodilation. Vasodilation. Do you know, during our time, no, nag-micro ako dire, when I was a student here, we were actually doing type 1 hypersensitivity skin test. Nagka-penicillin skin test ni dire. Part na siya ng lab. Ang problema, yung isang batchmate ko, yung anak nito kababon, si Doc Miles, allergic din siya penicillin. And siya ang nag-volunteer. So, nadala siya sa ER. So, yun. Simula nun, wala nang experiment on this hypersensitivity. O, diba, we made a change in DMSM. Kami na batch. Pero alam niyo, micro sa batch namin, we do not have pre-lab. Mga na lang yung mga lab teachers. Okay, we assign 1 medtech per group. Medtech graduates, please assist them in the experiment. And after that, explain the procedure to them and the principle. That's how we learn during our time. Napamagani mi seminalisis sa physiology. Tapos mga kauban ako, sige na ikaw na doon, ako ang tig-process. Sige, ako mag-donate, kamo process. Kami na lang mag-donate, kuya, kaya pastiguan mo ko sa ilahan. Wala may pre-lab before. Nag-start siya katong na-hire ko dali. Yeah, yung mga pre-lab materials na makita nyo sa ibang teacher, ang origin yan, akin, gina-edit na nila, pinaganda nila, with all the Gen Z na ano. Di ba uso ang pre-lab dati? Kaya maaga din nakaka-uwi. Wala may pre-lab. Wala may tip. Okay, na-experiment na ta, uman na ta, uli na. Pangit ang biochem lab na mo, naga-Molish test me, naga-Benedict's test me. Sa inyo, wala na, SGD na, with all the script writing skills development, tama? Ikaw anatomy, ikaw visio, ano? Sige, why do they go to the toilet, to the CR per toilet? Because of increased peristalsis. Why do you think they have to clear their nose from time to time? Increased mucus secretion, tama ba? Okay, bronchoconstriction. But there are new things that I want you to take note. Aside from histamine, other preform mediators include, number 1, tryptase and kinase. This one breaks down extracellular matrix. Ngano, di ba nanawag tag eosinophil? So for the eosinophil to reach the site of allergic contact, it must easily migrate. And what will help it migrate? Tryptase. Ngayon, can you please highlight tryptase? If you want to know whether the patient has type 1, you do not look for histamine. Histamine can come from other cells. Tama ba? Enterochromaffin-like cells. So if you want to know whether the patient really has type 1, you do not go for histamine, look for what? Tryptase. This is the one being requested by allergologists in the hospital. That's that? Okay. And the last content of your basophil that I want you to take note, heparin. Sige, take note ha. Heparin is negatively charged. While these two enzymes are positive. Sige, i-connect nyo daw, why do you think the secretion, aside from histamine, should have heparin? You need these two to recruit more eosinophils, tama? You need them to stay on the area. So how to make them stay? If they are positive, attract them with what? Negative. That's the reason why there is what? Heparin. Okay. Sige. Ngayon, ito yung wala ko na-discuss last time. This is the one I really want you all to pay attention. There are localized and systemic effect of your type 1. When you say localized, it only involves one organ or one body system. Pag systemic, tibok lawas na. So tell me, which do you think can really lead to shock? Systemic. So therefore, which among these two is better named anaphylaxis? Systemic. That's why you have the term anaphylactic shock. But if you refer to something localized, you just simply call it atopic. So, allergic rhinitis is atopic. Atopic dermatitis is atopy. Pero when you eat peanut and you develop difficulty of breathing, itchiness, decrease in blood pressure, it's what? Anaphylaxis. Sige na, may asthma. Atopy, anaphylaxis. Atopy, airway lang siya eh. Tama ba? Ganun lang. You're given penicillin and you're allergic to penicillin. Anaphylaxis. Nagets yun ang point? Sige daw, be. What are the common cause of atopy? Those that can cause localized allergic reactions. So these are the, take note ha, number 1, the popular, the dust mite. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the dust mite. It's named dermatophagoides because it loves eating our skin cells. So their favorite food is our libag. So if you don't take a bath before going to bed, or let's say for example, gika kang jetpack, ikapoy ka, waka naligo, you immediately, lay on your bed, you are trapping dead cells there and you're allowing something to party. Dust mites. And look at how beautiful they are. And take note, it's not them that cause allergy, it's actually their poop, their feces. Kasi di ba when you want to clean your room, when you sweep the floor, their feces are so small that they can be carried to the air and enter your airway. Yan siya. Get sila na? Their favorite food is dead human seed cells. So that's why, wherever we go, they are present. At least something finds you delicious. Diba? Diba? Okay. Some of the fungal spores can also trigger allergy. So that's why yung mga air conditioning units which were not clean for years, they might cause accumulation of, growth of fungi inside, causing now several allergic reactions. Cockroaches. When they crawl in our body, they leave behind some chemicals. So that's why do not wonder, pag matali mo, wala mo ko naliligo balay, ano si mo kukatching? Something crawled on your surface while you were sleeping. Okay. Di ba? Moths and caterpillars and then peck first. Okay. And then can you give me anything that can trigger anaphylaxis? Sige daw, Ben. Bee sting. Do you agree? Eating peanut. Ang IMDs natin, most of them have anaphylactic reactions to brinjal. They call it brinjal. We call it eggplant. So sa kanang uyab na IMD, you ask them, are you allergic to brinjal? Brinjal na para social, brinjal. Eggplant raday na. Eggplant. Isa pa, itong medically applicable, antibiotics, tama ba? Okay, what do we worry about anaphylaxis? It can cause massive vasodilation leading to shock. And take note, when you bring patient to the hospital because of anaphylactic shock, do not prioritize antihistamine ha. You stabilize first the airway, blood pressure. Okay, that's why you give what? Epinephrine first. Okay, sige, let's now go to type 2. You pay attention ha, kay pasig kaning i-assign ako sa inyo ha. Pero we rarely assign type 2 as the SGD case. Pero mali mo for the first time. Kasi di ba we need to set record, we need to make history. Type 2, sige dami, di ba 1, 2, 3 have antibodies involved. Type 2 has IgG and IgM. Sige. Let's talk about these two. You're supposed to have known about them na kay you studied antibodies. They both can fix complement. Tama? So therefore, automatic chemical mediator, complement protein. Kung sa galing endpoint, when you activate complement, they do cell lysis. Timing pa jud, I want you all to take note, the antigen involved in type 2 is not soluble. It is something that is attached to a cell. So let's make a connection. Na kay duwa ka antibody na maka-fix of complement, tapos ang antigen nimo attached siya sa cell. So what do you think will happen to the cell in this case? That cell will undergo lysis. Merong cell sa lysis. That's why it's named cytotoxic because there is killing of a cell. Tama? Sige. And another thing, take note, IgG is a popular opsonin. When you opsonize something, that something will be phagocytose. So that's why I wrote here phagocytes as cellular mediator. So give me examples of any condition that you can think that involves destruction of cell. Rheumatic fever, na-destroy ang heart valve. Sige, I will accept that you involve there a cell or a tissue. What else? Ha? RH, rheumatic heart disease. Incompatibility, blood, hemolytic transfusion reaction, tama? Sige daw, be. Hemolytic, sige daw, be. Can you please tell me, what is the first reason why cells undergo lysis? Uy, tubag, section A. Complement-mediated lysis, tama ba? And what's the second reason? Some of them are opsonized, causing what? Phagocytosis. Still, this one will end up with what? Cell lysis, tama? And if the cell is too big to be engulfed, what is our next option? How to kill that cell? Uy! Antibody-dependent cell cytotoxicity. So what are the three reasons why cells will lyse in type 2? Complement fixation. Number 2, phagocytosis via opsonization, nabaling spelling, and antibody-dependent cell cytotoxicity. So apply what you've learned so far. Kani ang cell gi-atake ni IgG o IgM, pwede mag-trigger of complement, pwede ma-opsonize. Tama ba?
Yeah.
Sige daw, apply what you've learned. Nag-IgG against cellular antigen. This one can fix complement causing what? Cell lysis. Nag-discuss ito bandala ng complement kanina. Okay, very good. And then opsonization. Tama ba? And if the cell is too big to be engulfed, what's the last reason for cell lysis? ADCC. Bantay ha? I might ask any of this in the EBAS next week. Okay, example, hemolytic transfusion reaction. Why? Usay cell ang destroy diri? RBC. Tama? So therefore, type 2 na siya. Dok, ngano nahimo siya hypersensitivity? If you're given blood to save your life because you're losing blood and you're rejecting the blood, that is an inappropriate immune response. Tama ba? Next, hemolytic disease of the newborn. What cell is targeted here? RBC of the fetus. Is the immune response appropriate? No. So therefore, this falls under hypersensitivity. Although it's not exaggerated compared to type 1. Gets na? Sige daw, be. What crosses the placenta? IgG. And IgG will attack fetal red cell. Fixing what? Complement. Opsonizing. Tama ba? So apply din na po nato siya. Sige, next. Pernicious anemia. What did you learn from your biochem? Sometimes it can be because we have autoantibodies that destroy the parietal cells. So lysis? Yes. So therefore, type 1, type 2. Type 2. And there would be loss of intrinsic factor causing vitamin B12 deficiency. Okay na? Next. Usa gani ni, if you have recurrent tonsillitis, you will develop more antibodies against M protein, which will eventually attack your heart valves. May na-destroy na tissue cell? Yes. Therefore, type 2. Okay na? Sige. That leads us to this one. Actually, class, this is called non-cytotoxicity type 2. But in some books, this is already called type 5. But I will not mention type 5 kasi I don't want to have a conflicting lecture with your GenPath. Sige. What is this group? You better listen ha. Naagya po yung cell. Naagya po yung IgG, IgM. But these reactions do not end up with cell lysis. Diba what is typical of type 2? GM, complement, lysis. Tama ba? This time, GM plus cell, but there is no lysis. Instead, the cell will undergo what? Dysfunction. Sige daw, let me give you an example. This is a nerve. The nerve is supposed to activate the muscle by releasing acetylcholine. But acetylcholine must bind to acetylcholine receptor. Tama ba? In myasthenia gravis, you have antibodies that attach themselves to the receptor. They are attached to the muscle cell, which is a cell. Tama ba? So if this is classical type 2, muscle cells should undergo lysis. But the effect of these antibodies is that they are just there to block the acetylcholine receptor, not allowing the receptor to react to what? Acetylcholine, causing the muscle to dysfunction, not to undergo lysis. So type 2 siya, pero wala siya sa lysis. So therefore, we just simply call it non-cytotoxicity. But in reality, this is type 5. There's another one, Graves' disease. So ganyan, Graves' disease, it involves what organ? Thyroid. Di ba you've learned that there is that autoantibody. Sige daw, TSH causes follicular cell to produce T3 and T4. Tama? Ang problema sa Graves, you have autoantibody in the form of M and G, pero most likely G daw yan siya, that triggers the TSH receptor. Pero instead na mag-lyse ni, na-mistake siya as TSH, this one will keep on producing T3 and T4. And that's dysfunction. But this is not the regular type 2. This is non-cytotoxicity. Gets na? Bantay ha? Mag-ask ko ani. VSA, give at least one example of, ha? Bantay mo ha? Bantay mo. Okay. Sige. And the last example is Pemphigus vulgaris. Can you please read? There are antibodies against, pakibasa ba? Desmosome. Sige daw, everybody. What links these cells together? Desmosome. And one of the content of desmosome is desmoglein. And these people develop antibodies against desmoglein. So what will happen? Desmosomes are destroyed. So what do you think will be the expected outcome? If desmosomes are destroyed, cells will what? They will not undergo lysis. Instead, they will just separate. Tama ba? And when they separate, they create gaps, causing now blister formation. But there is no death of cell. They just separate because they don't have desmosomes. So this is more of dysfunction than cell lysis. And I want you to take a look at the picture. And how do you think this one will look on an actual patient? Wala pala eh. Ayan. And how to know that this is Pemphigus vulgaris? If you slightly tap that one will burst. Kaya nga no, ang mga gamay na lang nabili na cell, kapit na ba, gamay na lang kag-desmosome, pipitik pa dyan. Nagets niyo ako, buto dyan na. Because there is that other one, bolus pemphigoid, na pag yan-anak niyo, hindi siya mabuto. So that's one of the ways to check. And what's the problem with this one? Gamay na lang, mabuto na, exposing the underlying tissue. So what will kill the patient? Not Pemphigus vulgaris, secondary bacterial infection. I-try nyo. Nasa yung anak diri. Tapos mag-tourniquet application mo kay magkuha mong dugo. Pagtanggal og tourniquet, nanay design. Na. Kay kat na si tattoo diri, nabali na sa tourniquet. Secondary bacterial infection. Okay. Yan lang. Diba? Sige. Later na ha? Later na. Sige, everyone. Ayun, bolus pemphigoid pa pala. Sige daw, be. Basa, be. Antibody to hemidesmosome. Asa kanilang hemidesmosome? In between the cells or cell to the basement membrane? Cell to the basement membrane. So therefore, the separation does not happen in the center. It happens near the basement membrane. So that's why the lesion will appear a little tougher looking. So when you try to parang strike a force on it, it will not pop. Kaya nga no, kahit manitanan, nakapay sila desmosome. Nagets niyo yung point ko? Yan siya, ano magiging, wala ba dyan? Bolus. Parang ako naman na happy sa kwento na ako. Sige na yun, diretso na ta. Tanawa, wala nag-separate diri, nag-separate near the basement membrane. Tanawa, wala nag-separate diri. Dermis na good name. Tama? So this is more of what? Bolus pemphigoid. So that's GenPath, everyone. Okay, type 3. Type 3 also involves IgG and IgM. So therefore, it has the same antibodies as what? Type 2. So what sets the difference? Uminaw ha? Si type 2, it always involves cells. This time, you involve what? Soluble antigens. Do not wonder, kay naadila ang nursing department of orientation sila. 200 ka student. Imagine na. 200. Ambot, giunsa pagdasok nila darata na. 200! Uy! Imagine na ang size ng SDD na to. So 200 na sila dinatanan ko. Ambot, giunsa na nila pagsuksok nila. Sige, wait. Ingani ang pag-atake na ako sa type 3. Minaw. For you to understand the difference between type 2 and type 3. Remember, you have immunology chapter sa GenPath. And this involves diseases. So, mugawas dyan sa GenPath. So, ito, basa. Ingani ang atake na ako at na lecture ha. I want you to imagine, in our body, soluble antigens will always outnumber cellular. Okay, ganito ako mag-lecture. Kaning 2 rows dili, cellular ni sila. The rest of you, Soluble. Okay. Tapos IgG ba ya? Mag-opsonize ba ya? So kung i-opsonize sila tanan, kung akong macrophage man ako, ay no-opsonize sila tanan. I will eat you all because you're just around 9 of you. 9 lang sa kabuk, mahurot na ko na tanan. Kung kamo tanan soluble, na-opsonize mo, sige, I will start with the first row. Ano ko, okay, kaya na ko doon. Second row, pag abot akong ikaupat mo na ko, kadagal ba nila? Nagas niyo ako? So meaning sa type 3, there would be a chance that the macrophage will be overwhelmed. When they stop clearing the immune complex. Tama ba? Sige na, Be. I want you to pay attention, Be. First round, first batches of soluble, they might be phagocytosed by the phagocyte. Tama? Because you have IgG that can opsonize. Tama? But eventually, macrophages will become overwhelmed. So they will leave behind immune complexes that are not cleared. Do you agree? And what do you call this antibody and antibody complex? Immune complex. That's why type 3 is immune complex. Ang problema, when you allow immune complexes to circulate in the blood, they get to be, yan. Ako din ako kapasa ka mo, bata pa mo hangsan eh. Deposited. Tama ba? Deposited. And what happens when they get deposited in the tissue? They trigger inflammatory reaction. Sige, everybody, tanawan niyo ba? You have uncleared immune complexes kay nakapoy na ang macrophage. Tama? Sige na, give me muna 4 important areas in the body where they are deposited. Asa man gina-filter ang dugo? In one particular area. Glomerulus. So kung naganin mo yung madunggan ng mga sakit ka na post-streptococcal glomerulonephritis, glomerulo, automatic bakit ba si type 3. Sa pa? Kidney. Sige na ba? Joints. Gusto ka naman, rheumatoid arthritis. Ano na siya? Kung ano mo idea sa Genpat, pero dyan mo. Kung nga nalapod ka sa'yo ng Genpat. Sama. Kidney, joints. Skin. Blood vessel. Sige na. Parang manata. Si RBB ang sunod na ako, ha? Isa ni mga green and pula. Immune complex. Kasi ganyung problem, if they exist in the blood, they tend to be deposited. This is a blood vessel. Can you see the immune complexes deposited in the blood vessel? Since they are not normally present there, we try to clear them. Tama? Sige, tell me, what is the first cell that is sent to the site of infection? Neutrophils. But before I go to that part, immune complexes trigger complement proteins. Yes or no? Yeah. Okay, see, we make Dr. Bandalan proud. What fragment of complement protein is known to be a chemoattractant that attracts neutrophil? C5a. Sinadala na. Butang din na madala na. So therefore, if you will be asked in the exam, what's the chemical mediator of type 3? You can write C5a. And what did you learn from me about neutrophils? They can provide a double sword type of protection na? Because they can protect you and at the same time cause tissue damage. Imagine you have thousands of immune complexes and you have thousands of neutrophils there. Sharo walay makapitaw na elastase. Yes niyo po? And what will happen? Elastase, instead of clearing the immune complex, will cause destruction of the blood vessel. Maulog. Take a look at what is left of the blood vessel. So is the immune response appropriate? Dili, kaya may tissue damage. Question, what recruited the neutrophil? C5a. Tama? What cell caused the destruction of the organ? Neutrophil. What was released from the neutrophil that caused tissue destruction? Elastase. So now you can answer all of this. Okay. Bantay mo ha. Sige. Tell me the chemical mediator. C5a. You can also write down elastase. Tama ba? Okay, sige. Okay, now, dilipot palupig si type 3. Mo na siya. Ay, si type 1 nasa local, nasa systemic. O, napod ko dapat. So, si type 3 nasa local. So, itong local ng type 1. Atopy. This type, the local type is called Arthus reaction. And the systemic type is called serum sickness. See, let me give an example. Local reaction, Artus reaction. Do you know that this one became very much popular during the height of the pandemic? Kaya nga no, anti-vaxxers discourage us from receiving COVID-19 because of this. Wait, ina ha. Naipakuna ha. Sige na wait, can you please take a look at imagine a syringe. The syringe contains the vaccine. Cellular, soluble. Soluble, tama? Sige na wait. If I keep on receiving tetanus toxoid, sige na, discussion ko rin, ito, palayo, tetanus toxoid. Discussion na po next year. Booster shot na. Tetanus toxoid. So meaning I produce higher amount of antibody, tama? Sige. This is my third time to receive tetanus toxoid. Nanadilang tetanus toxoid. So this content of the vaccine, soluble ba yan na? Kisa may papakuna na makita sa na i-cell, isulod sa lawas. Uy ba? So if this is my third time to receive tetanus toxoid, antibodies will actually attack that tetanus toxoid locally on the injection site, tama? And this will C5a will recruit what? Neutrophils. And what will happen? Neutrophil will cause tissue damage and the area where the vaccine was introduced will become inflamed. That's localized lang. So therefore, that is what? Artus reaction. Pero, naaman daw na report na Artus reaction to COVID-19 but 2 or 3 cases lang. Ang popular inducer ng Artus reaction is tetanus toxoid. A question. I always ask this to my students. It's my fourth time to receive tetanus toxoid. Okay, fourth time na ako na-aksidente. And I will reject the fourth dose of tetanus toxoid. Muana ko sa mo, dili ko kay last time, sakit tayo eh. How will you handle the case? Discharge me without giving me tetanus toxoid. If I die at home, then my family can sue you and then earn money from you because the family will keep on harassing you. Dili ka, kasuhan ka na mo. No. I-post at social media. So man, what will you do in the hospital? If you suggest that to the patient, if the patient does not want to receive the tetanus toxoid, have the patient sign a waiver. Protect your license. Pero, ni anak ko, sige na lang, kay mahal ko mamatay. Nagubag, management. Mubalik dyan ko, mag-wild ko sa iya, tanawa daw. Management. Cold compress, sige, I would agree. Yeah, cold compress. Uy ba, anong complaint ko? Manage me. Pain reliever. Yun lang, wala na, yun lang. Mag-prescribe na ka pain reliever. Libre mo na lang din. So meaning, we should not worry about Artus reaction because it is just what? Localized. Kana pag giningon nila, wala niabot sa tinae. Wala siya. Malayo sa bituka, yung pala yun ang term sa Bisaya, sa Tagalog. O yun na yung explanation ko ha. Matanawa, gi-injection na kag tetanus toxoid, nag-immune complex, nag-recruit ang C5a ng neutrophil, causing now localized inflammation. And these are good examples of Artus reaction. Management, pain reliever, cold compress, plus prayer. So wala na, solved na siya. Ang problema yung systemic. O sige, what's the example? Ano yung serum sickness? A good example will be during that time that there are increased cases of diphtheria. Yung sa gani, pag-manage sa diphtheria gani, manguha, before the advent of antibiotics, manguha kung sa? Uy, dugo sa horse. They will separate the serum of the horse. What they are after? Antibody. Wait, ano sa kuha ha? Yung serum ng horse, ipagi sa vein na ko. But the serum of the horse does not only contain antibody, it contains other soluble substances in there. Tama ba? So what will happen? Gipasulod ni mo ang soluble substances sa ugat na ko. So they can form immune complexes from my head down to my toe. So sa to, localized systemic. Systemic. And that's now a good example of serum sickness. Ang problema ana niya, kani itsura niya. Di nila, para siyang Artus reaction pero head to toe. Kaya bisag asa ma-deposit. Ano? Question. Wala antibiotics sa bukid ninyo. Pero na yung mga horse na naka-recover sa horses. And you opted to use this procedure. And the patient developed this management. Prayer. Diyos ko, Lord, prayer naman. Sige na. Management ba? Alam, hadlo ko, kamong doktor na ako ba din na ako magpa-check up po eh. Oh, pain reliever. Kung katol siya, antihistamine. But what is the first thing that you should worry? Ha? Ngano ko ako, kay i-refer na ko siya sa SPMC. You go back to the organs where immune complexes can be deposited. Skin, okay lang. Blood vessel, kidney. So what do you want the patient to undergo once the patient arrives at SPMC? Serum creatinine. Kaya tanawin mo kung naguba ang sa answer niyo. Ano daw? Dialysis na dayon. Uy! Si Bonhelia, nag-fasting siya ganiha. Kaya nagpa-repeat siya ng lipid profile niya. Paspayat siya sa aqua, pero mas taas ang cholesterol niya. Niabot na siya 6. Ako, I always maintain my cholesterol at 3. 5.7 man ang kato. Never dyo kumutambak kong 4. That is something I'm proud of. Sugar ko. Pero siya, taas na siya cholesterol. Tapos, mawala din pagka-doktor, pag ikaw na dyan mismo, worry siya. Share siya kanya. Taas kay Google na siya, 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 taas ang cholesterol. Sabi, saan na yung taas? O saan na fraction? Di ba naman di ba total cholesterol? HDL ang taas. Di ba dapat, you should be proud na taas ang cholesterol mo, and what contributed to that is what? HDL. Sige na siya una-una, mag-lifestyle change ako. Nag-run naman ako, nag-tennis man ako. Mawala pagka-doktor ni mo, no? Pag ikaw na, no? HDL, good. Cholesterol. Kanto. Bro, kamo, dialysis dayon. Mado, pataan lang. Yan yung point niya. Okay, sige. Orientation o concern? Okay, sige daw. What can you recall, di ba, when neutrophils trap bacteria, they release extracellular trap, which is primarily composed of what? DNA. Sige, tell me daw, DNA is cellular or soluble? DNA not the cell. Soluble. So that's why if the woman has weak DNAs, she gets to expose her DNA. And she will develop antibody to DNA. And that will now lead to what condition? SLE. So that's why SLE patients will develop skin rashes, kidney failure. Nag-gets yun na? And then sometimes they complain with arthritis. Kaya nga, these are the organs where the immune complexes are what? Deposited. So SLE is an example of type 3. And these are the other types of type 3. And I want you to take note what antigens are involved. Ang rheumatoid arthritis, we attack our own proteins that were citrulinated. So kung na citrulinated peptide, soluble man nila, will form immune complex. Will be deposited where? Joints. Sige, memorize lang yan. Let's now go to type 4 na. Type 4. No antibody is involved. So therefore, the reaction is expected to be what? Delayed. Very good. Can you please tell me if this name is familiar? Yes. And what can you say about this cell? It's the former T delayed. Sige, dabi, usa ganito na cytokine na gina-associate tato sa iya, interferon gamma. So therefore, yan ang chemical mediator natin, tama? Sige, can you please tell me, sa ganito, if the macrophage will process an antigen, and the antigen is intracellular and is difficult to kill, this one will release a cytokine, causing the naive T cell to become T helper 1, which is T delayed, tama? Will produce what again? Interferon gamma. Will recruit more T cell and more macrophage, making the macrophage increase its what? Killing ability. Tama ba? Okay. And what do you notice? More cells will arrive, causing the area to become inflamed. Tama? Okay. A good example will be exposure to sa ganito na plant. Poison ivy. Trail run. Murag katong kay Bonella. Katong na-issue. Trail run. Tapos nag-short si Elia. And then it so happened that the edge lang yung edge na nung leaf will come in contact with the skin. Whatever the site that comes in contact with the leaf will have this chemical introduced into the skin. Urushiol. I don't know how to pronounce this one. See, minaha. This antigen will be engulfed by what? Antigen presenting cell. Will produce what? You tell me. Interleukin 12 and interleukin 6, causing naive T cell to become T helper 1. And T helper 1 is known to produce what? Interferon gamma, which will enhance the killing ability of what? Macrophage. That's why pagbalik ni Helia, 2 days after sa trail run, he will notice that part of his skin will develop this blister. Mukha na siya, ang i-blame niya yung recent activity niya. Wala man po. Pero he forgot na delayed ni. It will take days before the manifestation will appear. Kaya delayed man ni, type 4 man ni siya. Do you know that if we will try to biopsy this one, we will see a lot of cells on the skin area. Kaya na-recruit ang macrophage, na-recruit ang T cells. So this is the normal skin. Ito ang skin na exposed to poison ivy. Can you see numerous macrophages that were recruited by interferon gamma? Yan siya. A good example is contact dermatitis. Yung mga fake jewelries. They are mixed with nickel to make them appear shinier. So kung i-wear mo ang jewelry, nickel will go inside your skin and this same thing will happen. And what will happen? 3 days after, that's the time you will have the symptoms. It's not immediately upon wearing the jewelry. We're done. We're done.